Hello parents, I hope you're doing great and so are your little ones. Before we start with the concepts for how to teach our children writing capital A to Z, there are three things I would like you to remember. First, make sure you start this only and only if your child is 3 years old, not before that. Second, your child has to be thorough with all these patterns here. If not, work on the patterns first and only then jump to the capital letters. And last, share the video with as many parents as you can because knowledge increases when shared. So let's get started. So, to begin with, we are not going to start with the letter A. We are going to start with these patterns, that is the standing line and sleeping line. We are going to form all the letters using these two patterns because these are the basic ones which are very easy for a child to write, and that is what we are going to use for our letters first. Now, there are a few things that you have to keep in mind when you teach your child how to write the capital letters. The first one is not focusing on the pattern but the letter. What parents usually do is standing line, sleeping line, L. Well, if you say standing line, sleeping line, L comes at the last and your child is basically thinking about the pattern. We are not supposed to do that. All we have to do is L. Give them the piece of paper, show them how to write the letter L and remind them to say it every time they are writing it. Now give them just one piece of paper. Ask your child to write it all over. Do not focus on the row wise or the column wise, just randomly anywhere on the sheet of paper. Now the number of times your child is writing L, regardless to they say it or they do not say it, you have to always say the letter L, the name of the letter, because even if your child does not say the name and you do, their ears are listening and their mind is absorbing. So one day, one letter, the first day you are going to focus only on the letter L. The next day you give them another piece of paper and T. Then the other day I, E, F, H. Now as I said, one letter at a time, one piece of paper for one letter. Now when you do L on the first day, the next day do not skip to T again. Ask your child, do you remember how to write L? If your child does it, great. If not, repeat L again and then skip to the next letter. Now these were the letters you do with the pattern standing line and sleeping line. Again I repeat, one letter every day. Do not force your child to do two letters on each day. Let's skip to the next pattern. The next group of letters that we are going to learn are going to be used or based on these patterns. Make sure you're observing the letter formation because that is going to be the right way you teach your child. A, V, W, M, N, K, X, Y, Z. Now these are the letters that you go after the standing line and sleeping line pattern. Let's skip to the next pattern. Now are the letters which will be formed using all the possible patterns that your child knows. P, B, R. A little swing is J and U. C. The C would become G, O, Q, then is your D, and the last one is S. I hope you find it useful to teach your child how to write the capital letters while you're still at home. Take care and stay safe.